What's up, guys? Alright, so we're doing something a little bit different for this video. Mitchell took me and a buddy of mine, Ethan, out in his boat. We did a little jugging or noodling, whatever you want. Not noodling with your hands, but pull noodle jugging out on Harris Lake here for this video. We actually shot this a while back, but as you'll see in the video, their vehicles got broke into and kind of messed up our night a little bit, so I didn't get to actually shoot the intro or the closing video for that one. So we're doing it now to get this put together. Mitchell's going to go over how he made these noodle floats. You can buy these in Walmart or Amazon or anything, but I think they're a little pricey, and he came up pretty cheap method to do it. Plus, he's got a cool light he's going to show you on them, and you'll see it work in the video how effective it is. So he's going to go over that, and then we'll get to a little bit of the footage from our fishing trip, and you guys can see what we caught. All right, Mitchell. I'm not super familiar with these. I've never made one, but folks call them jugs, noodle floats. There's a lot of terminologies out there for them, but kind of describe or tell us how you made these. What type of materials do you need to put this together?
So, to put it simple, you need 2 end caps and a piece of PVC pipe. You can find it in any hardware store on the plumbing aisle.
What diameter pipe? I'm assuming it's 1 inch pipe, 1.5 inches.
That's 1 inch. This is 3/4.
Does it matter what size?
I match it to the diameter of the inside of the pool noodle. That pool noodle right there had a bigger diameter. This one has a smaller one, so I went with a smaller pipe for the smaller diameter of the pool noodle.
And as far as length goes, do you need a certain length? I know, like these, obviously, you can hold these up. These are pretty big difference in size. Does that matter? Or?
So this was one of my first generation ones that I made, and I have found out that if you make them a little bit longer on this side, that they'll stand up better whenever a fish hits it.
So what he's getting at is when you throw the noodle out, as you'll see in the video, you want it to be floating in the water like this. This one doesn't have any line on it, but he's got this one line, obviously that'll be hanging down when the fish hits it. And he hasn't got to the rebar inside yet, but then it'll make it flip up and stand up, so you'll know you've actually got a fish on there. And what makes it actually stand up, Mitchell?
So I've got a piece of rebar in each one, and I've kind of played around with how long of a piece you need. It's 1/2 inch rebar, and you need about 5 to 6 inches per one to get it to stand up straight. And all that rebar does is it bounces back and forth. And like he said, you want it to sit down like this. And basically what that is, the metal is right here. The rebar is right here. And as soon as the fish hits it, you'll hear that noise. And you look around for whichever one's standing up, or look around for whichever one's moving.
If a good fish hits it, you'll have to chase them down sometimes. So.
That's when it's fun.
Yes, that's fun. As far as cost go, and then as far as connecting this, what do you use to seal it? Or
I just use PVC glue. As you can see, I use cleaner as well, just to make sure the connections. I mean, because this is literally what's holding the fish on. And so I wanted to make sure to get a good connection right here. So I cleaned it and then glued it so that it made the best connection I could make.
And then when you put in this hook, does it need to be sealed or anything particular there? You just screw it in?
So all I did with this is it is a eye bolt with a lock nut or a lock washer and a nut on the backside. So that way, once again, it don't start unscrewing itself, and then you lose the fish and lose the whole bottom half of your rig, and pretty much you'd have to cut it and start back again.
And then the cool feature on these is what we'll show you in the video. This was I think the first time you used these when we did this video are these lights, and this was a little idea he had. He can explain how that's set up.
Yep. So all these lights are, I went on Amazon and was scrolling through I had the noodles rigged up, but I couldn't stand the fact that you had to use your spotlight with all the bugs around during the summer, and because instantly you're swarmed with bugs no matter where you're at using these. So I found that these lights right here, they're fairly inexpensive. I ordered them off of Amazon. They're called tea lights. I ordered them off of Amazon, $13 for 24 of them. And they have batteries in them already. And then I took a rubberized glue, that's that black that you can see right there all around. That's a rubberized like caulking that you use for masonry, and I put that on top, and it's worked great holding them on. You can throw them around, they don't come off. The only issue that I have had with them is the caps. I kind of have to leave them a little bit loose. That's the way you turn them on and off, is pretty much you just tighten them. And so you leave them a little loose, and occasionally one of them will wiggle off, but that's the only issue I've had with them so far.
And obviously the most important part is the business end on these is where the hook's at. I'm guessing you just use some pretty inexpensive rope or line or anything particular on that.
So this line's actually, they sell it at Walmart in the fishing section, and it's made for running bush hooks. And it's like cat line or something. I can't remember the name of it, but I mean, all it is like masonry cord, pretty much.
And then as far as length, I guess whatever depth you want to fish, set it up for that.
Yeah, set it up for your depth. You don't have to put a weight or nothing on it. You just put your bait on it and throw it on out there.
And a hook.
Well, yeah. I have the hook in my hand.
Alright, well cool, that's pretty simple. If y'all want to do that, I know in Walmart these cost what?
I'm
10-15 bucks each maybe?
Yeah, last time I seen one in the store, it was like 12 or 13.
Well, that doesn't have the light, which they're not expensive, but I mean that definitely costs a little bit more than this. So how much do you have in one of these, you think?
I'm guessing on the high side around $6-7 bucks.
So you half of what it costs if you buy them pre-made. So, and I'm assuming it doesn't take long to put one together either. So.
No, it don't take long at all. I probably got 20 or 30 of them made up, and it took me about probably an hour to make all of them up.
Cool. Well, we'll get to the video footage now. You guys can see a few of the fish we caught, and you can see their busted windows at the end of the video too, and we'll wrap things up from here, and I'll catch y'all at the end of the video.
Trim out a bald eagle on my back here. Let me tan with it.
We'll see that one. You ain't got to wait on this one. Mitchell's going to do an interview for us on his noodles. Yeah, if we catch something tonight, he's gonna do a tutorial on how to make them. Yeah, nah, they're out there, but he did most of it. He put these lights in, which are right handy because that's right slick. Yeah, that's slick right there. You ain't gonna really be able to see it on the camera, but I've got another camera I can pull out that I think I can tone it back enough to soak up some light so we can actually see them.
I got that one in good shallow water.
All right, you good?
Light.
Oh, hold on. I ain't got that liver on. What the crap? And yeah, I'm glad you told me about the light because I didn't have that on. I hate chicken wings. All right, you good now?
Don't call far.
I'm not.
Come on, man.
I should have put my head mount on. I don't know what I was thinking. This isn't ideal for a chest mount. All right, we're gonna do this over here. So this is messy.
You get it, throw it in.
I'm trying. Twist it.
Screw it all the way in.
There we go. Thank you. You good? All right.
I want to put one right out.
That's good. There's a little bait. Oh yeah, we'll see here in a second. There's one over there too, ain't it?
I don't think so.
I think there's something right there in the water.
Yeah. Is there one over there?
There's something over there. You're about to hit the thing right here, Mitchell. There's a thing in the water right here.
A buoy.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it definitely got hit. Whether or not there was a fish is to be determined. Yeah, there's a fish. Yeah, we got one. Ooh, that's a nice one. I already got him, a bullhead. Dark bullhead. You take that.
First fish.
But there's definitely one on that one. He's running. Oh man, he's gonna get up there in that log. He's like, let me make it. Let me make it a pain in the butt for you. Look at that joker. How deep are we right here, Mitchell? You're gonna need a troll too. Dang. You're gonna need to troll me over here. Hey, there's a big old gizzard shad right there. That's a good 10, 12 inches just swam by me. What a pain in the butt. I missed. Got him. There you go. Oh, that's a good way. That's a quick release right there.
Oh, you get off?
Yeah, he jumped off, but that's. Oh well. No, he's on there. He's on there. He's on there. He's a little baby. I don't need it. Oh, hey, little old. That's a real dink.
Channel?
Yeah, a little dinky channel. We'll take that tail, slap you with it.
The big one is like in nether regions.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, that's a good fish. Taco right there. That's my favorite size. You get a nice fillet right there.
You want
About it. No, I don't want to deal with them. All right, in you go. That might be a decent one this here, actually. Try to run it up in a hole there. The last one that did that was a nice one. No, he ain't little baby bullhead. Little baby bull. Look at a little bell head on that thing. Look at this. Some sorry human beings.
Both of them are Ford.
Absolutely sorry.
F-150 and one of them is a F-250.
Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Obviously the trip ended in not such a great note. Ethan, as you saw here in the video, and Mitchell, they both got the windows busted out in the parking lot, and some of their belongings, expensive belongings, were stolen. So nobody's real happy at that trip, at the end of this trip, but up until then it was a good trip. Caught some fish, as you saw. Got to check out how the lights worked out there in the water, and it's pretty cool. You could see it. I know it's not the easiest to see in the camera, but looking back at the footage, you can still see it in person. It's a lot easier to see, and you can put your floats all the way up in a cove there and be out on the main lake, and you can still spot them pretty easily. So really cool setup. Had a lot of fun. So we're going to wrap it up now, and obviously I was going to say we're going to take it to the house, but we've already taken it to the house, so they're sitting in my garage. But I appreciate everybody watching. Make sure if you're on social media to check out Rock Bottom Cats on Instagram and Facebook, and if you enjoyed the video, also make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button if you want to see more. Usually I'm doing either kayak, boat, or bank fishing with a rod and reel. This is just something a little different, just a fun way to hang out and scoot around on the lake. So thought it'd be fun to share this with you and show you guys just how easy it is if you're looking easy setup to get out on the water without a rod and reel. So, and I always mention it, if you're in North Carolina, make sure you check out NC Catfishing. It's a group I started about a year ago. Got a few thousand people on there now. Great group of guys, a lot of great information. So make sure you request to join that group, and I'll be sure to add you so you can check everything out on there. Again, I appreciate everybody watching.